Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's shir. Today is Yoma Daf Pei Daled, Yoma 84. I have my local rabbi, scholar here. He's wearing a tefillin. He's trying to imitate the famous picture of Rav Chaim Kanievsky and Gershon Edelstein wearing their talis and tefillin. Obviously,
Maybe they're copying us.
what do you mean us? I'm not wearing talis and tefillin.
No.
You're the one wearing talis and tefillin.
Oh, what happened?
But I'm wearing yarmulke, so
That's good.
it's actually an Altman's yarmulke. Altman. It's the preferred brand of Haredi yarmulkes. Bought it for 25 shekel from the barber. They ripped me off apparently. Apparently it cost 20 shekel in Yerushalayim. He charged me 25. But I bought it
You
anyway.
look like a rich fellow. What should I tell you?
I paid 65 shekel for my beard and my haircut, which is probably more than they cost in America, even if you converted it, the shekalim to dollars. And then I paid another 25 shekel for my yarmulke. So
Wow.
you got 90 shekel out of me. This guy Aaron, you've seen him featured in my other videos. He's a nice guy, but a little expensive. All right. The Gemara on the Brisa on the bottom of Pei Gimel Aviz, 3 lines from the bottom. Tanarabana Chamisha Dvarim Nemru Bekelef Shota. 5 things were said about crazy dog. Piv Patuach Viriro Notif Oznov Sruchos. Its mouth is open. It has saliva dripping from its mouth. Oznov Sruchos. Its ears are drooping. Vizanvo Munach Banyar Kosav, and its tail is placed between its hind legs. Mahalich B'sidei Drachim. It walks on the sides of on the sidewalk. Let's say V'yesham Raf Noveach Ve'en Kol Nishmeh. Some say also this dog barks and it doesn't really make a loud voice. Mimai heavy. How does a dog become a chelev shota? It's not born a chelev shota. So Rav Amar Noshim Kashvanios Misach.
This is what we call rabid.
Rabid dog. It's rabies.
Rabid. Yeah,
I don't know where they get that. I remember when I was a kid, we used to have this book by Louis Pasteur. He developed a cure for rabies, I think it was. He also pasteurized milk. That's, he took out the bacteria from milk, but he also developed the cure for rabies.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently the Gemara is going to talk about the cure for rabies, so we'll see if it's the exact same thing that he did. Apparently they didn't quote Yoma Daf Pei Daled in that book. Yoma Pei Daled talks about the cure for the Kelef Shota, so we're not sure if it's the same thing or not. My friend Shmuel thinks it's the same thing. We'll have to look in the, what do you call in the back, the bibliography in the back. It quotes all the footnotes in the back, tell you whether it says Yoma Pei Daled, Yoma 84. Alright, Rav says, Nashim Kashvanis Misachos Bo. He says it comes because women who are engaged in kshafim, sorcery, play with it. He says it just has a bad spirit rests on it. What's the difference between them? What's the practical difference? Can you kill? You're supposed to kill this dog. It's a danger for people. So do you kill it by throwing something at it, or could you actually walk over to it and kill it? According to Shmuel, this is a ruach ra. You have to throw something. You have to throw a knife at it or something. That Rav, you can walk over to the dog and actually slaughter it next to it. The Shmuel, then you have to throw something. You throw something at it. You don't get too close. It has ruach ra. The chayif ba mistakin. If this dog rubs against you, you come to a sakana of dying. The nakas le'mayis. If it actually bites you, you're for sure going to die. The chayif le'mistakin maitakante. Is there a way of fixing it? If you rubbed against the dog, is there a way of removing the sakana? Maitakante. Nishlach mane v'nirad. It says, take off your clothes and run. Interesting Gemara, take off your clothes. All your clothes? What do you think, Shmuel? Take all your clothes off and run? It's like honest nefashos. The Gemara says in Brachos, the Gemara says that someone who's wearing kilayim, you take off all your clothes in public. You throw in front of him, but still, you still take off all your clothes. I mean, the problem, you're not supposed to be naked in the street, are you?
No.
You're not, right? Okay, so best eitzah is not to get involved with these dogs.
Could be it's just what do you call it? Could be it's that. It could be that maybe the Gemara is saying the dog is might is trying to bite you, and that's really dangerous. So the best thing is just leave the begadim, and maybe he'll attack the begadim. You know what I'm saying? And run fast for your life. Maybe that's what.
I was once at the park, maybe a half a year ago or whatever, near Tulsa. This place Malach Hamisha, and I was with my kids on the seesaw or whatever, and my wife was watching the other kids. All of a sudden, a huge dog came over to her. I had to run back. I didn't know what to do. I had to get the dog. The dog was barking at her. Two kids over there. So I took a bag of rolls of, these rolls they sell in the Makolet over here, and I threw it at the dog. The dog ate the plastic, ate 4 rolls.
Really?
And he left.
Good.
I was a hero.
That was good.
I saved the day.
So that's you did the.
But I didn't take my clothes off, so I guess that's also.
No, but it
helps.
could be that. It could be this is just a way to get to somehow confuse the dog or something. He won't run after you. I don't know. Okay.
Okay, Rav Huna braided of Yeshua Chafbei. He actually grazed on it with his dog. Chad Minayu, the shuk, one of them in the shuk. Shalchinu Lamane V'Roid. He took off his clothes and ran. Amar Kiyamti V'Asmi Chachmat Chaya Balel. He learned from this brisa that wisdom that we learned from this brisa kept him alive. The nachis lemayas. If it bites you, you die. Maita kante. How do you fix this? How do you avert dying? Amar Rabbi Nesi Mashcha the Apa the Dikra. V'Nichtav Aleh Ana Plania Bar Planisa Mashcha the Apa Dikra Kativna Allah. Kanti kalirus. You take the skin, the hide of, I think ours call it a polecat. I don't know exactly what a polecat is. It's a type of cat, I guess maybe close to a tiger or something like that. You write on the skin your name, and you write these words, Kanti kalirus. Amrila Kandi kalirus. Some say candy kalirus. Kaka Hashem tzvakos amen sela. You write all those words, v'nishlachinu lamane. You take off your clothes also, and you put it in a grave. Ad tresa yarchishasa. You keep it there for 12 months. Then take it out, burn it betanura v'nivdarinu lakitme aparshis drachim, and you spread the ashes on the middle of a thoroughfare. Hanach tresa yarchishasa kishasimaya lishti ela begufsa denachasha. When you drink water, you have to drink with a straw. So you drink with a copper straw. Because maybe when you drink from a cup, a regular drink from a cup without a straw, you'll see the reflection of yourself. Yeah, and along with that reflection, you'll see a shade, and you'll become a sakana. This person, she made him a golden straw. Now this is 24 karat gold. It melted in the milk. He was eating chocolate chip cookies and milk. And the gold straw melted. It was 24 karat gold. Now, gold. Most gold is sold in 14 karat gold. That's pretty much the most you're gonna get here in Israel. I once went into a store. I wanted, to buy for my wife something like 22 karat gold. Different, gold. 24 karat gold is the best gold. It's pure gold. 100% gold. 22 karat gold is over 90% gold. 14 karat gold is about 58% gold. It's basically the purity, just like you have 925 silver. 18 karat also? 18 karat they have also, yeah, that's 75% gold. Really? Mixed in with other metals and alloy. But silver generally comes sterling silver 925, 92.5% silver. Gold is a little more valuable. The reason they don't make, he said only in the Arab countries, they have golds sold in 22 or 24 karat gold because it's such a soft metal that basically it'll break or it'll bend whenever you use it. If it's 24 karat, you have to treat it with special care. So his mother obviously made him a straw out of gold. I guess the milk wasn't too warm, or else it would have melted.
That's a very good point.
You like that? Good knowledge, right?
What's the dava? Itzi. What's the itzi? You got better? You covered itzi. It says
Itzi. You got a fool, yeah.
So what does it mean? It means this. It sounds like that this type of this machla is a like some sort of connected with whatever ruach ra is. It seems like it's also some. What is ruach ra? It's also some sort of like spirits.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it says here, don't you should the shade. There's a shade. It sounds like there's something with spirits.
Listen. If you want the real answer to this question, you have to go to the Kabbalist. I was reading a lot about this. There's a lot of people in Eretz Yisrael that either give you advice or they do things like this. They take away ayin haras
Right, right.
You pay them a lot of money.
That's right. I
They
know
charge a
someone.
fee. They don't do this for free. This is a business. Like in Bardak, the guy doing the Hafgana is a business. Basically, you go, you get your advice, you pay them hundreds of dollars. These people are the richest people in Israel.
Really?
They're basically centered around the Abu Qatsira family. David Abu Qatsira is a grandson, I think, of the Baba Sali. He has a cousin, I think, who his uncle's son, was also, I guess, a grandson. He inherited, I think, about 1.3 billion shekel he's worth. I think his name is Rav Pinchas Abu Qatsira.
Wow. That's
Rav
a lot of
Pinchas
money.
Eliezer. I'm not sure what his name is exactly, but he got it basically when they went to Abu Qatsira. I think even Baba Sali charged money. I'm not sure about that, but
Wow.
they charge a lot of money. Rav David Qatsira was worth 800,000 shekels. So some of the richest Israelis are in the
800,000
Haredi.
shekel?
800,000 shekel. 800 million shekel.
Really?
Yeah, 800 million shekel. 800 million shekel. That's like $200 million, $250 million.
Wow.
So that's pretty good. It's pretty good for being Haredi and just giving brachas all the time. Make a lot of money.
Wow.
The Ger Rebbe, the Ger Rebbe is worth about 360 million shekel.
Wow.
Belzer Rebbe is worth about 180 million shekel.
Wow.
So it's funny because the Hasidic Rebbe's, they have all the money, but the Litvish Rebbeim, Rav Steinman and Rav Chaim Kanievsky live in these apartments that are basically run down, and they basically don't have a shekel to their name. So what do? You give that advice for free, or you take money for it? I don't know.
Okay, let's
Sarach again. Okay. What am I Rav Master? Rabbi Yochanan Chash b'Safidna. Rabbi Yochanan, he had this disease called Safidna. Azal Gabad Himatronisa. He went to a certain important lady in Rome, a Roman lady. Avdalei Milsa Chamsha Mali Shabsa. She made for him a medicine on Thursday and on Friday. Amar Shabbos Mai. He's like, can't come to you on Shabbos. Can you tell me how to make the medicine? Amar Lo You're not going to need it on Shabbos. What if I do need it? Amar Ishtabali Dil Megalid. She said, swear to me, you're not going to tell everyone my special recipe. Like the soup Nazi in Seinfeld. Shtaba leloka di Yisrael lo. He swore, I'm not going to reveal it to the God of Israel. Lo magilna.
No, I'm not going to reveal it to anybody. I'm swearing.
Shtaba leloka Yisrael lo magilna. I swear to the God of Israel, I'm not going to reveal. Nafak darsha b'pirka. He went on Shabbos and he told the potion, the recipe, in the public shir. He swore to her. How could he break his oath? He said, Gemara explains that Loka the Yisrael Maglina. He said the words to God. I'm not going to reveal to God, but I'll revere to Yisrael. But apparently, I don't know, God didn't hear it. The Gemara says Chil Hashem, he tricked her. The Megalila Mikar. Once he swore to her, okay, Yisrael. He explained that I'm not going to reveal it to Yisrael, but I'm going to reveal it to the public. And she guessed she was okay with it. My Avdol, what was this potion that she made for him? Amar Vacha Breder Vami Meisor Shemin Zayis V'Melach. Water mixed with yeast and olive oil and salt. Rabbi Yoma Amar Sar Gufe, actual yeast itself, Shemin Zayis V'Melach, oil and salt. Rashi Amar Mishka de Gadfa de Avuza, the fat that comes from the wing of a goose. Amar Abai Ana Avdi L'Chuluhu V'Lo Yitzai. Abai said, I did all of these, I tried all of these, and I didn't get better. Until a certain Arab merchant said, I see kashaisa the zesa, bring the pit of an olive, the lo malu tilsa, that didn't grow a third of its normal growth, the kalinu benura, burn it in fire, amarachat, on a shovel, a metal shuttle, the adbik bekachi dari, and stick the ashes in your teeth, avdi haki v'yitzai. He did this and he got held. My heavy. What do you get this safidna from? If you eat very hot bread and you eat leftover fried fish that was left overnight, it might seem money. How do you know that you have this? When you put something in your teeth, asadami beidari. Kachi and dari, beidari, I guess refer to different types of teeth. You have the canines and you have the incisors. Incisors are the front 8 teeth, and the canines are the 4 teeth to the side of that. You put something in your kachi, and we'll say put it in your canines, and it comes in the incisors also blood. Yochanan ki chash b'safina avid haki b'shabsa. V'itzi. Rabbi Yochanan, he had a hit on Shabbos, and he did this. He did this, and it worked. Rabbi Yochanan, he avdi haki. Amar Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. How could he violate Shabbos for this? He had to make his potion. He did malacha. Amar Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. Shani safina ho maskel b'peh v'gomer b'nei mayim. It starts in your mouth, but it finishes in the intestines, which is a makkah chalal, we explained yesterday, and that you're machal Shabbos for. Amalei Rav Chia bar Abel Rabbi Yochanan Kiman Kramasim min Charish. Who are you holding like Kramasim min Charish? That the Amar Hachosh Matil No Sam b'Shabbos. You have a problem with your mouth. This safina l'chora he was talking about. So you do a potion on Shabbos, you violate Shabbos, you crush the medicines. Amalei Shiny Omer v'zu v'lo ba'acheres. It's not only like Masim min Charish. The Rabbanan are moda that this is a proven medicine that would work also. Lema Messiah, like say that there's a proof there. Misha also Yerakon from this Bryce. Misha also Yerakon Machilin also Basar Chamo. Someone who experienced jaundice, you give him donkey meat. Misha Nashal Chelav Shota Machilin also Mechatzer Kavish. A wild dog, you feed it from the liver. V'achoshet b'fiv matil no sam b'shab. B'zira matzah min charish. Chamomrim be'elu ein bahem mishum refuah. He says these sounds like two of the three. There's no refuah. It's not a proven refuah. It comes to exclude sam. The Rabbanan would agree that it's a proven medicine. It's really all three of them, and it's coming to exclude a different brisa where you have quincy or something like that. I don't know exactly what srunki is.
What is srunki?
The article translated it as quincy or something like that. I don't remember exactly. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows what quincy is or whatever the article wrote. I'm not really sure.
I think Professor Scholl says that he thinks it's the word Rasim and Cherish with the mission. The throat is scurvy.
Scurvy. That's
you've heard that?
I've heard that's what the article translates.
Yeah.
But this is something else. This makes sense. Tanya Shlosh Dvarim Amar Yishua B'Rabbi Yossi Shama Mishum Mas Ben Charish Mechizin Damus Stronki B'Shabbos Mishanash Chelev Shota Machinus Machatzer Kavish Lo Achosh B'Viv Matil Lo Sam B'Shabbos Chamomrim Be'elo Ehin Behem Mishum Refuah. It says two of these three. It's not a proven refuah. Be'elo Mutim Ma'imalav Atarte Basraisa comes to the last two. Lamute the Reisha. The Reisha Damus Stronki. The Rabban will be model. Lo Atarte the Reisha. Really, it's talking about the first two. Kamaisa Lamudi to say for the last case, Shabbos for the scurvy, Safidna, that is okay. Tashma, so we're not clear about that. So we're going to bring a proof to it. Tashma, Tani Rav Bar Shmuel, Ubra Shericha Machlino Soach Tash of Nafsha. The Mishnah, our Mishnah says, a pregnant woman that smells the tafshil, you feed her until she gets better. Mishnashal Kelev Shota Machlino Samachatzer Kavish Lo. Machosh Matilim No Sam B'Shabbos. Tive Rebel as Rabbi Yossi. They say this is okay, but others are not okay. What is it going on? You're telling me ubra that you could feed her pshita. Ubra mi iklamanda amar the low. Everyone agrees a pregnant lady, she's sakanas nefashos, so you're allowed to feed her on Yom Kippur. El Sam, aren't we taught at Sam that they're banar moda? Shmamina that they're moda Tumasim and Charish that you can make till sound like Rabbi Yochanan did. Ravashi and Ramasis and Nami Daig. Our Mishnah itself, this wasn't our Mishnah, that was a Brisa. Our Mishnah itself will also prove this. So Onamar Ramasim and Charish, Hachoshish B'Fiv Matil No Sam B'Shabbos. V'lo Pligi Rabbanan Alda. The Rabbanan don't argue. First they talk about the Kelef Shota and they say Mechatzer Kavish Lo, and that's a Machlokas Ramasim and Charish and the Rabbanan. And then it says Ve'or with a Vav. And the Rabbanan don't argue on it. Misa the Pligi Rabbanan Alel, Yarvinu listening who, Leflu Rabbanan B'Seifa. If they argue about both things, there should be no ve'od. They should just say both cases. Chatzar the Kelef Shota and the case of this case of Matil No Sam B'Shabbos B'Fiv. In fact, it doesn't do it. It shows that Rabbanan Moda that you're allowed to Machal Shabbos for scurvy for Safidna. Okay, the Mishnah continues. Mishnah Savik Nefashos. So Gemara says Savik Nefashos. You're allowed to Mefakin Es Hagal. You're allowed to a building collapses. You're allowed to remove the rubble. If it's saving nefashos, so it's pikuach nefesh. We know it's docha pikuach nefesh. The Gemara says ain't davar only pikuach nefesh. All the three things, but Shabbos is not one of them. Why does it at the end? We call saving nefesh docha Shabbos. Amar Rabbi Yehuda Amar Rav saving Shabbos zu balvad. Amru ela filu saving Shabbos acheres. Hechidami, what's the case? Yoma kama shapsa. They assessed that he needed to take medicine 8 days in a row, and the first day that was Shabbos, and the 8 days also be Shabbos. Now the same so you might think, even though it's not such a great suffix, but probably he can make it. We can push off starting the medicine until Motzei Shabbos. We do it right away, and you're mechal tu Shabbosim. Tani nami haki mechamin chamin lechola b'Shabbos bein la'ashkoso bein la'havroso. You heat up water on Shabbos, whether he needs to drink or he needs to bathe in it. V'lo Shabbos zu b'lvad, lo Shabbos acheres. Also for another Shabbos. Ve'omrim namtin lo shema yavri al mechamin lo miyad neisha savik nefashis doches Shabbos. V'lo Shabbos savik Shabbos zu el afilu savik Shabbos acheres. The Brisa basically says exactly what we said before. Vein Osin, the Brisa continues. Vein Osin dvar malalu lo agdei nachrim, lo agdei kusim, ela agdei lo yisrael. When you're machal Shabbos, you do it. The Gedolim are supposed to do it. It was a story once. Rav Chaim Brisker on Yom Kippur. There was there was a plague or something like that. What was it? What was the plague? He lived in I think the 1850s or whatever. There was what was it? Diphtheria?
Rav Chaim wasn't born in the 18th. He was born in the 1860s. Who was Yisrael Salanter?
It was Yisrael Salanter. What did they have? Typhus? What was it? Typhus?
Cholera, maybe.
Cholera. He had cholera, and he got up and he made kiddush in the middle of the shul on Yom Kippur.
In the 1840s, I think the Chavetz Chaim's father was passed away then. Also.
I think also right in 1973 when they had the Yom Kippur War, right? I think Shiva Shalavim, no?
Yes.
The Gedolim, Rav Amital. What was his name? Rav Amital.
Who was
he? Got up. No, who was the Rav Soloveitchik? There was a. What was his name?
Shalavim
who's the Gadol? Goldvik. Shalavim also. They told the soldiers they have to go to the war.
But that's going to be Avner. I don't know Shalavim.
Okay, maybe Karen Avner.
Anyway,
I'm not sure. Our history is not the best. He's not an historical expert. He's a Gadol. He wears tefillin and his talus, but he's not a historical expert.
Not Gedolei Yisrael, that's for sure. Don't ask me about.
He's Gedolei Yisrael, not Gedolei Chacham Zulam. He would be the one that would start being Machal Shabbat, Machal Yom Kippur. That's what you would do, Shmuel, right? All right. The reason we do Gedolei Yisrael is to show everyone that it's okay to do it, so people will learn from them. You don't do it based on the assessment of women or kusim that they say that they act as doctors. I'm going to start from the das acheres, but their deya could add on to another doctor's deya. Rashi explains that it's talking about you have 3 doctors that say you don't have to machal Shabbos, and 2 doctors say you do, and one woman doctor or one kusi doctor joins to the 2 others that say you do and makes it a suffix hashava, and therefore suffix nefashos lahakel. The Bach, just for the lamdanim out there, we'll say this very quickly. The Bach asks a question based on the Gemara yesterday. The Gemara says once you have 2, it's enough. Right, you don't need even 2 against 3. So the Bach says we're talking about, he amends it not like Rashi, that we're talking about where there's 2 doctors say not to be machal and 1 doctor says to be machal, and 1 against 2 would not be enough. And you would go basar rov. But then this woman adds on to the doctor to make it 2, so therefore it's 2 against 2, and then talking about shalahakel. Even though it's only an isha or a kusi, we believe him for this.
Wow.
You like that? That's the lamdas for
today.
Thank you
very much for this.
The lamdas second section for today. For all lamdanim out there.
This minute. Okay.
All right. The Gemara continues. Taner bar mefakin, a new Bryce, and Pikoch Nevesh b'Shabbat. Zari Zerez and Meshubach, you do it quickly, that's the best. Vein Sarach Litol Rishus me based. You don't have to ask based in Kai Machal Shabbos. You don't wait too long. Haketzad. Ra Tinok Shnaf Aliyam, you see a child that fell into the water, Porish Mesuda Ma'aleyu. You take a net and you get him out of there. But Zari Zerez and Meshubach, Vein Sarach Litol Rishus me based. You don't have to ask based in. Afagav the Kasayid Kivri, even though he's Machal Shabbos, because in this fish net he's trapping fish, which is a malacha of Seder, and even though he intends to do it, it's still okay because he's doing pikoch nevesh. Ra tinok shnafal labor. He sees a child fell into a pit. Oker chulio malay. He removes the rim of the pit. He does charisha malay. V'adzar is raised in meshubach. And sarach litosh is in and afagad masak and dark. Even though he's bona or chorish, he's building a step. and he's kavanah to do that, it's okay. Rosh and Ninol Adelas Pneitinok, he saw that a child locked inside, let's say in a bathroom or something like that. Shovrom would say you break the door. Even though you intend to cut the door into nice pieces, if you use it for something else, it's okay. Like you're allowed to extinguish a fire and block a fire. Even though he's smoothing out coals, he's going to use after Shabbos. Why do you know all these cases? If he waits too long, that's why he doesn't have to ask Rishus from Basin. The child's going to float away. If the Kayase, if he's just sitting there, maybe you should have to wait to ask Basin. The child's going to be traumatized, he's going to be afraid. If he's just locked behind the door, after the Yosef Gisa. And just use like a grog, or you bang nuts in a bucket or whatever, and make the tinok ragua, calm him down. Sricha. Even in that case, you don't have to take Rishus Basin. You should be zariz and do pikuach nefesh. Mechaben umafsikim. What is this? Lamali. What's the chiddush of that? Even the fire is not just a threat in this chatzar, but it might spread to another chatzar. We're allowed to do that. Amar Rav Yosef, Amar Rav Yehuda, Amar Shmuel, Lo halchol b'kuach nefesh achar. He says a big statement that by b'kuach nefesh you don't go after rov. Even though the Torah normally says rov holkan achar rov, b'kuach nefesh you can go after the miyut. Heichi navi. Inemadika tisha yisrael v'kusi achar beinayu. Let's say you have nine Yisrael and one Kusi that a building fell, and one of them, we're not sure what it is. Ruba Yisrael, and the Ruba Yisrael. Paga. So let's say it's 5 and 5. Safek Nefashos Lahakil, then it's 50-50. You go Lakula. It's Silu Aida. It's a different pasuk. Alika Tisha Kusim Yisrael Echad. We know there were 9 Kusim here and 1 Yisrael. Hanami Pshit. The Havale Kavua. Kol Kavua K'mechsa Mechsadami. If they're in the building, and that's where they started off as, it's kavua, it's their place. So we treat halacha as half and half. That's something of Ashtakel. It's not a chiddush of Shmuel. L'sricha the parish the chatzar acheres. They separated. They went. They were in one chatzar, one building. They went to another building. Now the same called the parish Meruba parish. You might think, since there's a concept of you go bust a row.
Where did it fall? It fell the old
the second building fell.
The second chatzar where they
and you can uncover the rubble even in the second building. Any is a shrew. And if they go to another chatzar, you don't clear out the rubble on Shabbos. Lo kasha the parish kulu the parish mixasayu. It depends whether all of them left or only part of them left. If all of them left, then it's enough of a shaila to warrant to go ein pikuach nefesh achar rov and to save the person. But if some of them went, so then it's not good enough, and then we go holchan achar rov, we don't fakin chazakal, and we're not machal Shabbos. That will conclude today's daf. Everybody knows the tragedy that happened in Florida. It's currently going on in Florida. It's rare that you actually, for many years when I learned this Gemara Mefach and Sagal, I had no idea what it was talking about, but now we know that it's talking about what happened in Surfside. We hope all the people should be well there.
Me.
Shmuel personally donated thousands of dollars to the cause. Shmuel's not too rich, neither am I. Maybe he has more money than me. All right, enjoy your day. Have a good Sunday. Bye.
Bye.